Okay. I think we can start with the meeting. Okay, so welcome everyone to our first town hall for the month of April. We don't have like a lot of stuff in the agenda, but there are like very exciting things from the governance squad, from the grant support squad, with some updates from the headquarters. So I guess we can go through our regular agenda with some DAO committee updates. Then I'll share a video from the governance squad because they couldn't attend today. Facilitation squad, some things about the revocations committee, and after all that, we will inaugurate as usual our open forum section. So if you have any questions, comments on anything that we're going to discuss during this meeting, or if you want to pitch a project or ask for feedback to the community, that will be the perfect moment. So with that said, I'm going to pass it to Risk for DAO committee updates.
Good morning. Can you hear me well?
Yep, loud and clear.
Yeah. Since I'm driving in the car and I'm not sure if the voice is clear, but yeah, anyway. As a summary for the first quarter of 2024, we vested around 13 grants worth of 630,000, and we sold 1 million since in the first quarter, mana approximately for $500,000 to fund all the grants for that quarter. While for this quarter, as we got announced before, the new budget will be approximately 1.5 million. And so during the last month, the last 30 days, we revoked 1 grant, we paused 2 grants, and we paid 65,000 for the bug bounty program for the first quarter of 2024. And additionally, we have paid the wearable curators for the month of March. And we vested 1 grant only so far, which is Decentraland No-Code UI Design Studio for the CS Junko, and with 35,000. And regarding point of interest, we have added just 2 point of interest so far. And it's worth mentioning that we, based on the Treasury diversification proposal that was passed, we will begin accumulating Ethereum this quarter. And as proposal mentioned, we intend to allocate 50% of the unused budget from the first quarter, which was around 600,000 we didn't use. So basically, we will be purchasing Ethereum approximately with 300,000. And it will be for the this quarter, it will be around 100,000 monthly for the next 3 months, which will be 300,000 in total. And that's also far for April for this month. And thanks everyone. Back to you, Fat.
Thanks a lot, Risk, and be safe, please. Don't do what we are driving.
No, I stopped.
Okay. I was hearing the cars and everything, but
yeah,
okay.
It was difficult to find point with the connection, so I just stopped anywhere in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, well, really excited about you guys starting with this treasury diversification thing.
Yeah.
Think about this.
We'll start this month. Yeah.
This was like Risk mentioned, it was because of a governance proposal that the community voted, and this is like self-sufficient. But at the same time, I wanted to remind you all that there's a tender proposal that has been proposed for treasury diversification, for treasury management, reports, and everything that Mariana presented. So I guess the voting is going to start in a few days. So I'll keep you posted about that. Probably will remind you all in general channel. But yeah, just wanted to follow on that based on what Risk just mentioned.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to share some updates from the governance squad. Gino wasn't able to join today, so just wait a sec. It's a quick video with some updates, last releases, and everything. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, fine. It's showing.
Excellent.
Hey folks, Gino here from the Governance Squad reporting on the latest releases of our team or core unit. First of all, let me tell you that I'm sorry because I couldn't record presentations and I couldn't be present in the last 2 town halls. So that's my bad. Sorry about that. Having said that, our project update is published and it's up to date in our grants page. So you will be able to see what we've been doing in the last couple of weeks on our grants page. And you can always reach out over Discord or wherever you want, Kani, email, wherever, to let us know what you think about the work that we're doing. So today I'm going to present a couple of features that we've been building for the governance platform. First of all, this is something that it's been in production for a couple of weeks now. We made an enhancement to the content editor to publish proposals and to publish project updates. So after doing some research, we looked at the proposal data and we found that only 10% of the published proposals were using any kind of like multimedia. That's a super 90s word. Images, text formats, links, quotes, whatever. So we thought that that could be related to the pure Markdown was not the easiest or the most intuitive way for users to format and reach their proposals. And there was no like visual representation of that on the proposal editor. So we added like this small library. It is Markdown, but now you can just click buttons and not have to look at how the Markdown code for putting a bold text or a link or an image was. So it's out there. It's really simple. Please test it and let us know what you think. Then another thing that we've been up to is, even though DAO was the first layer of the ecosystem that supported real-time notifications, the Decentraland Foundation in their last shape of cycle released a pretty big overhaul of the notification systems that they had that was only for the marketplace. So we thought that it made sense to have a unified experience to consume them. So basically we supported and implemented the new system replacing ours. So now on the bell, on the top navigation, we'll be able to see marketplace notifications, event notifications, and also governance related notifications. It's important to mention that Discord and push notifications are still DAO only. So Decentraland does not support that yet. So we also changed the way you can link your Discord and your wallet-based accounts to the Decentraland account to get notifications on your wallet using push or on Discord using our bot. Finally, regarding features, we also released a really useful feature from my point of view related to a conversation that we had a few weeks ago on the strategic planning working group. This is basically a prompt to the voters to explain why they're voting, how they're voting when voting for a proposal. So basically, if you have more than 50K VP, in the moment you cast a vote, the system will ask you if you want to explain the reasons behind your voting. And if you do that, we added a small section on top of the comment section called voting rationale, where the reasons why of those big VP holders will appear at the top. And also on the voting list, when you see how people voted on a proposal, you will see a small red icon with a speech bubble. That means that the user has provided a reason why for their voting. You will be able to click there and see the comment. We also released some like small things. We stated in our proposal for this semester that we will continue working on improving the notifications, the types of notifications that we're sending regarding DAO and governance. So we launched 2 notifications. One is comments in proposals and then comments in project updates. This is pretty cool because before this you had to go to Discourse to see if there was any new notification or refreshing the proposal page to see if someone made a comment on your proposal. Now you will be able to get the notifications in-app, in Discord, or in your wallet. So super simple, but I think useful. And then with some super small enhancements, we added a visual indicator for proposals ending soon. And we also added filter in the project's updates to basically to filter per quarter. So basically we'll be able to see all the projects that were funded with any specific quarterly budget in the last 3 years. And finally, a couple of months ago, we released the financial reports feature for the project updates. The Grant Support Squad asked us to help them to query the information to get insights on how people were using the money based on the categories and breakdowns and everything. So we've been doing some work for them to have a small back office tool to query and see that data. So that's basically it. We are currently working on a big overhaul to the projects view, and we're also working on a proposal for the resubmission flow. That's it from my end. If you have any questions, please reach out or leave feedback on Kani. You can always see what we do in our GitHub repo, in our GitHub board, on our releases page. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, as usual, really nice updates from the governance squad. Some of them I'll try to push them, like the one for filtering the proposals by year. It's good to see that it's going to be implemented. The same with the notification stuff and the voting rationale. So yeah, a lot of coffee and a lot of updates. But that will be pretty much all for governance squad updates. So I'll pass to facilitation squad ones. The first update regarding operations is that, well, I wanted to remind you all that the moderation tender is open for bid submissions. So if you know anyone that could apply for that, I already stated that we would like to hire an external team. But if you think that you or any community members are a good fit for this position, for being the Discord and forums moderator, moderation team, it's a good opportunity for them. The second thing I wanted to mention is that, well, it's about working groups. Three things about working groups. The first one is that it's taking some time, but we're finally processing the results from the land survey that we conducted 2 weeks ago. And we're about to release a new survey about grants categories soon. We still need to work around that one, but we're going to present it soon. And most importantly, regarding these working groups and all the inputs that we've been noting and taking your feedback, is that we're about to present, and I'm going to say this publicly, we're about to present a full governance revamp, a comprehensive proposal to propose to revamp the governance system with considering some reputational aspects, considering NFT holding, assets holding for voting and accessing different layers of the governance. So that's going to happen next week. I am going to keep you posted about. Yeah, someone should check that. I'm going to keep you posted about this full governance revamp. It's going to be a forum post, not a proposal, because before going through the governance process, we think it's going to be necessary to have discussions with the whole community, and then decide which is going to be the best way to move forward. Two more things. The first one, three more things, sorry. Just FYI, we are about to launch the next community poll survey, probably next week. It's going to be basically the same as the last one, because the last one was like the mid-base. Now we're going to have like the midline, sorry. Now we're going to have like the final results of these three last quarters. So that's coming probably next week. At the same time, we're having a lot of advancements in our landing page for the facilitation squad. So everything that's now in the facilitation corner, that Notion workspace that you all know, will be moved gradually into a landing page to create a more like a seamlessly experience as the Grand Support Squad has did with their landing page. The other thing that I wanted to remind you all is that the SDK support team and technical liaison proposal, bid voting period is open. It's still open. We have 4 more days to vote on the proposals. So this, again, is very important because it's going to set a precedent. The DAO hiring a technical team that will support SDK 6 to SDK 7 migrations. And, well, there are other value proposals in the bids, but the basic idea was this, to migrate scenes and to have a technical liaison with the foundation. And the last thing I wanted to remind you all is that we have a DAO community calendar. So if you didn't notice, we have a Google Calendar for which you can subscribe and add to your Google Calendar the DAO community events and some events from the foundation. This has been useful for a lot of time, but I just remember that last time we refreshed everyone about this was 3 months ago, so I think it's time to refresh it again. And that will be pretty much all for operations for the facilitation squad. And again, don't want to steal more of your time, but we have some strategic comms updates too. So the main thing is that we're keep working with the C3 program that Fractilians has announced a couple of weeks ago. There has been some content that this group of people, this first cohort, has created, and for next town hall, we're going to have a complete presentation about what we've done with that first cohort and what are we doing with this C3 project, C3 program. I'm going to share 2 links that Fractilians has left to me. The first one is like the thread that she posted a couple of weeks ago, and the second one is what we discussed last time about the C3. And well, regarding socials and events, we're working on lining up some more brick by brick sessions, and probably next week or the following one. And in regards socials, we're still we're keep creating educational content, and we're paying a lot of attention to the social amplification channel. So probably you've noticed that we are like retweeting and sharing more content from the Decentraland community. So that will be all on my end. I think I can pass it to Pablo Orsino to discuss about Grant Support Squad updates and Revocations Committee updates. Thanks.
Hi, Fes. Thank you for the updates. Here, Sino from the Grand Support Squad. Yes, I know I'm not singing like Fifi, and I will not do it. Maybe Pablo wants to do it. And if I start to sing, I will break your ears, so I don't recommend that. Okay, from regarding operations, the first topic that we have to mention is that we are actually working with 43 projects. One project is onboarding. We have 22 active grants, 2 projects within a past period, and 18 are ending their grants journey. That means that we are following all these kind of project in terms of metrics, in terms of checking if the project has been done, etc. That is why we are calling this kind of ending journey that doesn't appear on the governance page as an active project. Then we have 3 topics more to talk. The first one is the project updates. We will present a little, yes, I will say little because I have a 1 minute and 22 seconds of duration about the Dappcraft team. This team is in charge of deploying the DAO headquarters. That is a project funded through the Treasury DAO by the bidding and tendering process. Pablo, I don't know if you are there, you can share the screen or no, I can do it to present. There is, thank you. The video doesn't have sound, but basically what you can see is the deploy that the Dappcraft team has been doing during the last 2 months. You can see the texture of the trees, of the street, the things that they have made on the air, the building, etc. Also, if you have questions to them, you can do it through the chat. Fest will be gathering all the questions, and the Dappcraft team will be glad to answer all the questions in a synchronous way. I don't want to mute myself because see a video without a sound is really rare. But well, this is the first project that we have through the bidding and tendering process. It's amazing that this process that was created like 6 months ago finally works. We have to define another things, like terms of requirement if it's needed or not. But for now, I believe that this is a good option. Some professional team could came here and jump in and try to solve the problems that the DAO present through the tender. Thank you, Pablo, for sharing. Also, in terms of DAO treasury, that is one of our goals too. During the last month, we have one case to talk. Thank you to you, Fes. What is this case? The case called Epic Center Web3. Pablo, if you want to share the link of the project, I will be glad. The idea of this project, or what we identify at the beginning of the project, is that they haven't an unclear project model. There was a misunderstanding between a predict to earn game, or it was a gambling, or it was a raffle. So that's triggered another problem, that is legal and compliance assurance. The legal team of Foundation jumped in with us. We signed a couple of documents through responsibility. But then we asked how they think, or how they will, how they will be mistaking the mana that they will use as a bot to prevent this bot. So they presented a smart contract. They audit the smart contract, but the audit was really bad. We hired some technical advisor, and they detected in less than 1 minute that the smart contract had issues. So that is another concern for us. And the last but not least concern was that the team behind this project was created 1 month ago that they present the proposal. So in terms of legality, this could be a problem for the future, because it will be considered if the DAO pay 50K as a seed and including a project. As the DAO is not a legal entity, this could be a really problem for us and for the foundation. So we sent the case to the revocation committee. They also made their question. They started back and forth with the grantee, and finally, yesterday, the revocation committee voted, and the vesting contract was revoked. So the DAO recovered 50K this month. Another topic regarding the revocations committee is that they prepare a blogspot that we will be published in the next weeks. We send this blog post to the foundation to make the finally technical review. And they are now in that part of the process. And the idea is to create a story on why the revocation committee was created, what they have been doing during this first period of 12 months, and the cases that we had, and the learnings that the revocation committee had. Also, the revocation committee, the members of the revocation committee, the time of office, it will be ending at the end of this month, and yes, the end of this month. So they will start the hiring process next week. Stay tuned. The idea is to go through the process that is written on the revocation committee framework. It's in our documentation. We can send the link in a few minutes. I don't know, Pablo, if you have the link there. Sorry if not, but I will send it in a few minutes. Oh, well, it's a lot of information, I know, but I promise that the next topic is the last. We made our report regarding the metrics of the grants program. This report is in our proposal, so you can see all the information there. I don't know if you can see my page, my screen, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So in this report, at the beginning of the first 3 pages, you can see our impact metric. Basically, it's a lot of numbers. I will not I promise don't worry, we mention all the numbers that are there. Please check it. But I think that the most important thing here is try to see the impact of the grants program. During this, we gathered information during the last period, that is November 2023 and March 2024. As you can see here, is divided per category. The number that is next to the name of the category represent the number of the project funded. In this case, we have funded, project ended between November and March. So you can see here that the platform during that period of time ended like 9 projects. We invested more than 60,063K. I believe this is the most important thing because the projects are still working on the platform and there are a lot of improvement there. In fact, 2 contributions to the central main repository, 5 apps were created and deployed, 6 tools were deployed too, 10 new features and improvements were created, more than 30 studios were onboarded. I believe that Alex Coda is here, so maybe he can talk about this, and 74 works were deployed. Again, I will not bore you with all the numbers that are here, but the important thing here, is the learning that we have from these last 5 months. We gathered the feedback from the grantees, and also we gathered all the impact metrics that we mentioned, and we have like a conclusion, these 3 learnings that we have. The first one is we need to reduce the duplication of information. Today, the grantees, for transparent purpose, are reporting at least in 2 reports, the monthly update on the Go app and the updates in the roadmap on the monthly check-ins. That is a lot of effort, not only for the grantee, but also for the community to try to understand in which state the project is. It's really difficult today. I know that we have the public roadmaps, the Notion, and etc. But if you are not aware of all the information, it's really difficult to gather all. So the idea on the next proposal, if it's passed, is that we will working to merge this process to reduce the reporting. We will do it like a back-to-back with the governance team to create one place where everybody could see the information, not only the roadmap, but also the update and also the funds that this grant is allocate and where the money has been going. The second learning is about the impact metrics. We can measure the impact from the grantees when the grant is over, and even though it's good, some of them under grant when the impacts are only starting. What this means is that today is not a requirement to report the impact metrics. So we started this governance process. We have the draft proposal that passed. The idea is to escalate to a governance and to a bid. Why? Because we need some hook on some way or something, not only money, to see the impact that the project has been made to the platform or to the Decentraland. And is today, if we don't have that kind of way to better the cash out or something like that, we will not have the impact metrics of the project that are ending, and it's really difficult to understand the value of the grants program project. That is another learning that we have from the last 5 months, and something that we are working on if our grant pass. The last learning that we have is improve the technical review. We have some room for improvement on accountability of project funding, especially for technical projects. The idea is to define the flow and how to review the projects during the journey, adding more technical reviews of the project with advisor or the board of experts. One good example of this is the Web3 eSport, the grant that I mentioned before, that if we involve some technical advisors in the middle, we can avoid that people outside there came to the DAO only to drain money from our DAO. Again, this is like we are throwing out our flowers to us, but we posted our renewal. If you support us, it will be great. Thank you for this time here. Maybe in the next time, I promise to sing for Canessa. And see you soon. See you on the where I can see you, here in Discord and also in the Central platform. I pass you again to you first.
Thanks a lot, Sino. That was a lot of updates. Like,
sorry for it was a lot of information.
No. It was really
I tried
nice.
to briefly.
It was very clear. So thanks a lot for that. So I'm usually the one that talks like 5 minutes or 10 minutes in a row. So now you know what is that like.
Yes, I need my water next to me
Yeah,
on the next
always.
round.
Oh, you always you always need a glass of water near. Okay, again, thanks a lot for those updates. Very clear everything. I guess with that we can start with the open forum section. So remember, if any of you wants to jump here into the stage and I don't know, share something, say something about the things that we've been discussing, ask something to the squads, to the committee, ask questions to the grantees, or simply if you want to share an idea or pitch an idea, this is the moment. So if you want to join the stage, please raise your hands. Okay, here we have someone. Proteus. Okay, no problem. There it is again. You able to speak now? You're on mute. I don't know if that's a problem or if that's being the problem. And now you're muted, but we can't hear anything. At least I can't hear anything. Try restarting the Discord. In the meanwhile, if anyone else wants to join the stage and share something, just raise your hand. The third time. Let's see if this works. Still can't hear you. Well, don't know what's going on. Maybe we can try after we close this meeting. Yeah, yeah, Discord. Yeah, it's not helping. Never helps. Every single town hall that I join, I have to restart it because no one can hear me, and I guess it's the same that's happening right now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share the link to the voice channel, to the public voice channel. So maybe if you want to share something, you can do it there. Because it seems that the stage here is not working at all. Okay, so if there's if no one wants to join the stage, I think we can start wrapping up this meeting. It's been a pleasure, as always, having you all here. We'll keep you posted about this full governance revamp thing that I mentioned. It's coming next week. I will also keep you posted about the community polls and about our landing page, and as well as the Grand Support Squad will keep you posted with the reports and grantee updates. That will be pretty much all for today. So thanks everyone, and yep, let's see each other in some of the testing sessions, brick by brick, or the upcoming events. See ya.